after a few days, this is a good view of the market. Total crypto market shows you it is pushing higher. Especially look at what's happening in the altcoin segment. Even though Bitcoin dominance is increasing, even though Bitcoin itself is showing you very positive signs, this is moving to the upside. So the altcoins are preparing to run up. Now, yes, that's a short-term chart, but if you zoom out, what the hell do we see? The MACD crossed to the upside. We argued that this is going to come in, and right now we do have that. If we go look at the 3-day on the MACD, it is showing you it's about to cross to the upside. So positive thing is daily just crossed to the upside and the 3-day is about to cross to the upside. So if you take that perspective into Bitcoin, 3-day chart, not an hourly, not a daily, a 3-day chart shows you this, and that's going to play out most likely in next 15 to 20, 25 days. If the history stays relevant, this is what you're going to see. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. If you remember all the arguments we put in last day, the day before that, and the last week, it's right now a reality. See, 2 days back, we put in the argument, inverted hammer patterns have ended up in pushing the price up. Maybe $1,000, maybe $2,000, maybe $5,000. But right now the price shows you it did go up. Right now the price of Bitcoin is close to $71,000. Now if we keep that in front of us, this is a Bitcoin chart on a 3-day, which shows you an argument, the recent past. I mean, this is considering the MACD cross to the upside here in each of these points. You got the RSI almost close enough, and right now it's a little bit higher than that, which means the bias is strong here. Fine. Now if you do look at that, first it took 63 days to do a 65% move. Great, that's not bad in terms of Bitcoin being a large cap asset, and doing that is perfect. The next one, it took 30 days to do a 58% move. If we do put the math in, we are arguing that next 15 to 20 days, say an average of 18 days, we are kind of looking at 40% plus rise in Bitcoin. If that's true, you're talking about $100,000 Bitcoin plus, maybe 101, 102, but you get the point. Bitcoin dominance should increase. So we take a look at the Bitcoin dominance, and it is showing you on a daily, the MACD is crossing to the upside. It's bouncing off. You then jump onto a 3-day. It's like, nah, I'm still trending to the downside. So think about this. Bitcoin dominance on a macro shows it's moving to the downside. It's about to go down, but the Bitcoin price shows you I'm going higher. And that's exactly what you're watching here in the altcoin market. The daily pointing you to the upside, 3-day breaking to the upside. And look at the momentum side of things. We put that argument clearly with the first weekly candle in green. Now it's been like 3 weeks, and consistently that's the reality of the market. And if you do look at the micro caps in the market, you'll actually understand there is a lot of these coins trying to break through in just last 1 week. So looking at the volume side of things, you now have an idea of which exchanges have which of these tokens which are breaking higher. So now that's just the large cap, the small cap. You can break that down into different pieces, but all that you get is huge opportunities. And if you want those calls at the right time, be in the SI family with 1,000+ members are readily taking benefit of whatever I'm posting at the right time, whether it's a breakout call, whether it's my trades. So As we go forward, the first thing we should be looking at is XRP, a large cap utility asset where the MACD has crossed to the upside on a 3-day chart. Price is bouncing off from the support but still below the moving average. Consider this like the mean of the price action. So you are now below the mean and you're coming back to the mean. Historically, whenever that happened, while the MACD was crossing to the upside, while the RSI was getting to 50, the price has moved up to the closest resistance. Closest resistance for us stays at 0.66. Now that's XRP. So the doubt is, okay, if Bitcoin is about to run higher and XRP shows you I can push a little bit to the upside, what would XRP to Bitcoin look like? That's an argument which we should make to ourselves. Now, I'm not taking an hourly chart. I'm not taking, a micro level chart. I'm literally taking you all the way onto a macro horizon. What do you see here? I mean, one of the easiest thing to note is the price is going down. That's easy. It's getting hammered. However, you're watching that the RSI has started to pivot. It's going back to the upside. So you clearly have a divergence here. This is positive. This is bullish divergence happening in front of us. The price is not going up. However, the RSI is. Last time, if you do note these points, you'll understand that the price was going down, but the RSI went up. What came after that was a micro rally. Yes, it's not a huge burst. However, that was a 63% rally against Bitcoin, which was a decent move. We saw that in July as well. Now, if that's happening in XRP, that means something is playing out in the altcoin market side of things. So that's one of the reasons why we should be looking at the total market on a macro. So this is a monthly altcoin market chart showing you the possibility that it can retest the recent local highs of close to $800 billion. If you put that into the clear perspective, you are now arguing that the price action did drop, but now it's still above the moving average on a macro. On a monthly, the moving average is pointing you to the upside. Then you zoom in, you see that the weekly is pointing you to the upside. You zoom in, the 3-day is starting to saturate with the price being above the moving average. So the price is pulling the moving average to the upside. Now you slowly go into the daily. This is where things get a little bit more euphoric, entertaining kind of stuff. You have a micro pattern which you're watching in front of you. This is a daily chart of altcoins, and it is showing you a falling wedge breaking to the upside on a trend line which was acting as a micro level support, which means you're now looking at a positive price action, maybe around 10% more from here. Yeah, close to 13% more. Say 12 to 13% should be a local target, but that's on the macro of the altcoin market. You're going to watch a lot of micro caps. You're going to watch a lot of small caps bursting through. The thing is, you're watching meme coins. You may not know what utility they actually deliver into the market, but for some reason, they are respecting the trend lines. They are bursting through. They're bouncing. Someone is buying them. Whether we are a fan of that or not, it doesn't matter. The market likes it. And if the market does show you momentum on one direction, that should be your way of trades. That should be your direction of investments. Now see, if you do look at the decentralization part of things, you're now watching a lot of it. So say for example, Cake. If you do pull up the chart of Cake, this is what you're watching. There's going to be a macro breakout. If that's what you're watching, then that means clearly money is flowing into the altcoin market. So yes, for sure, at that point you need to see Ether doing something, bringing something into the market. And as of now, it's not showing you it's about to burst. which kind of shows you the DeFi segment is going to take the market. And that's where we want to see a lot of small to micro cap coins performing very well against these assets. But to conclude, keep this in mind. When you have Bitcoin performing the way it is showing you it is about to do, that's a weekly candle. The importance of this is you just open a weekly chart of Bitcoin without any indicators. It's clear. You don't need any other information. You're just looking at the price action. You're looking at where the price is now and where it got rejected last time, which means at this point, when your strength is increasing substantially and the price is still moving up, most likely any break of 73,845, say 74,000, is going to bring some kind of euphoria or at least a blow off the top, which clearly indicates on a weekly you're going to get the divergence. So yes, at that point you need to put in the RSI with the price, but you know what's showing up in front of you. And negative divergence, while it's forming, historically has performed what? Last time the price went up 90% to make negative divergence, and this time we are putting the argument it can do a 40%. That's half of what it did last time, but still you're talking about $100,000 Bitcoin. I was thinking 85 to 90, but the current moves in the market kind of pushes that towards 100, which is positive, which means there is a ton of media attention coming our way. If you're positioned well enough, you're going to reap a ton of benefits from this market. So guys, if you haven't smashed that like button yet, let's go ahead, obliterate that one for me. If you want to join the Scientific Investor family, use the link in the description below and you can reach me in Twitter or Patreon. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.